It's getting hot in Houston and it's time to bust out those sunshades. Which one of these is the better one for you in your Tesla Model X? Thanks for stopping by. As I said, we're gonna be looking at sunshades today. Super exciting, but necessary. So this is what I currently use in my Tesla Model S. It is not a custom sunshade, it just happens to kind of fit the windshield, and it does an okay job. But the people over at KUST sent me this to take a look at and see how it works. It is made specifically for the Model S. So let's see how it compares to the generic brand. Let's get started. I haven't even opened this one yet right here from KUST. I wanted to say that, kind of get some first impressions with you guys. Right off the bat, two of these things, you can see, they look very similar, right? This one that I currently have, it is a little bit smaller. I can tell right off the bat the size and the weight, which is a factor. This one is a little bit lighter than the one from KUST. This one seems a little bit heavier. That could be the frame that's heavier, or that could be the actual material. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's slide it out and see what we have. So yeah, just like I thought, the material feels way better. Like quality of it feels thicker. There's even like a coating on it. It feels like, you know, it doesn't just feel super thin. I do like it. It comes with these little Velcro pieces to help close it up. It does look like it's big enough to get it back in there. We'll see how that goes in a moment. It feels thick. It feels like there's two solid layers here. I can feel them rubbing against each other. So I know that it's not just one layer with a silver paint on the back of it. I have a feeling this will probably block the light a lot better, but that'll be determined later. Not hit myself with this thing. I like it. I can tell that it's like contoured around here. So we'll go outside and find out how well it fits in the Model S. I do like this. The other one has this as well. It's goes up around the mirror. It's got a little Velcro closure that helps hold it tight around the mirror. The frame feels nice. I don't see like a cord on it. So the other one has like this little cord that dangles off the corner, which is a little annoying. Like when you put it in, it's hanging out the corner, but it allows you to wrap this thing up and then just use that little bungee cord to hold it together. So this one, it looks like you have to put it back into the bag or find a good spot where you will stay coiled inside of your car. There's not a whole lot of spots to store things in the Model S, so that will have to be probably put back into this bag here. So we're gonna go outside really quick, take a look at how well this thing fits, and of course, does it block the sun like we hope it would. Let's do it. The first sunshade we're gonna look at is the one that I currently own. It is not custom made for the Model S. So let's see how well it fits in here, and I can show you guys a good comparison. Take it out, and you gotta watch out for these so they don't pop and hit you in the face. You gotta find the upside. Now you wanna make sure the silver side is what is going out. This one, it's very flimsy, so it makes these edges that are kind of not rigid, you know, hard to get into the right place. So hopefully that'll be better on the other one. Velcro this top piece here, and use the visor to get it into the right spot. You can kind of tuck it in certain places, but it doesn't quite fit. It's really close, but it doesn't quite fit perfectly. So we'll look at that from the outside because it's a lot easier to see, and then we'll take a look back in here. I did my best with this non-custom shade to make it fit, but it's still hard to get down into these corners and all the way around the edges. This side I was able to get a little bit better, but nobody wants to be shoving their fingers down into the corners of this thing every time they have to install it. You really want to just be able to unfold it, slide it in, put those visors down, and be done. The sun isn't shining directly on the car, it's more above it, but you can already see here that the material, the black material, is kind of bright, like the sun's leaking through a little bit. But I think that's just because it's a single layer that's kind of got a silver painting on one side of a black piece of material. it's not a huge deal, but there's some light leaking around the edges there where it doesn't have that true custom fit. And just remember, this is after tucking my fingers down in there for a little bit to get it to fit properly. Let's hope the other one does better. Now it's time to take a look at how well this KUST one works, how easy it goes in. Let's get it out of the bag and installed. This is my first time doing this, so I'm gonna take a little more time making sure that that I know how it fits. It's pretty similar, unfolds the same way. Just gotta find the top where that little Velcro notch is. It's right there. All right, and then silver side out once again. Underneath the mirror. Wow, I can already tell. I mean, this one's bigger. Like it fits a lot better. I'm gonna pull one visor down. This one's always a little harder because you have to reach across. All right, I'm gonna leave it there and just see. Okay, right before I have even pushed anything down into the corners, like the actual structural frame of this one is bigger, and it's actually not just little ovals, you know, they're shaped properly so that they fit down into the corners and up into the corners. I really don't have to, I don't think I have to mess with anything. I'm just looking around for light leaks here, and I don't really see any. So let's take a look outside the car and see how it looks from out there. You gotta love things that are custom made for your car. This thing, with no effort at all, minimal effort, I should say, it fits perfect, pretty much. Down here in those corners where I had to stuff my fingers in there to get the other one to fit, it fits nice and tight all the way up the edge to the top corner. Same goes for the other side as well. There's a little bit of a bow in the middle here. In the inside, I can barely see any light coming through, but there's a little bit of a bow there where it's, maybe I need to kind of mess with it a little bit so that sits straight against the edge. But all the way down along this line here, all the way up to the top, it's a great fit. And I didn't have to mess with it. So the first thing I noticed on the inside is that there's no light coming through. The actual material, it's solid black. I feel like I can already feel the heat in here is lowered, like it's not as warm on my seat already. From the inside, you can see from that bottom all the way up the side to the top, it really easily fits against the edge and blocks out light. The last thing we're gonna look at is how well does it fit back into this baggie here, because it doesn't have a bungee strap to hold it together. It really needs to go back in the bag so it doesn't just spring open in your car. I'm gonna show you really fast though, because a lot of people have a hard time putting these kind of things back together. It's actually super easy. So a lot of people will come and take it like that on both corners. You don't want that. You want to reverse one of your hands like this, and then you just kind of keep twisting until you have it all in a circle. It just kind of happens. You just got to keep twisting and bring your hands together. Super easy. Okay. Once you can learn that, this won't be a hassle. All right. Moment of truth. We're gonna open this up, and I do know from experience you gotta squeeze these things in like this as you push it in. You don't want this to be hard though. You gotta do this every time. Now, that's enough for me. Let's be honest. I don't need to close this thing. I just need it to stay somewhere where it's not gonna explode in my car and spring open. This is good enough. But I could just push it down, close the Velcro, and made it back in. All right, final thoughts on these guys right here. Generic versus the KUST custom for the Tesla Model S. Material-wise, that generic one is thin, it's a single layer. The KUST one is much thicker, heavier material. It's double layer, so you got a black and then you have a silver layer, and it just feels like that silver is a lot thicker and more dense. This one, you saw we could kind of see through it. The light was coming through in the car. This one, because of the two layers and just the more dense material, let hardly any light through at all. felt like even the stitching was better on this one. In terms of fitment, obviously this one's gonna fit better, but that's what you get when you go custom. This one right here, the generic one, I had to fiddle with it a bunch to get it down into the corners. Obviously, it's not a custom fit, but I am here to confirm that this one that's made for the Model S actually fits incredibly well. I unfolded it, put it down into the windshield, and it went corner to corner very easily. I didn't have to tuck any pieces of the material into place. There was those gaps that I noticed on the side that they're pretty small, but I did go back afterwards and just kind of worked that part of the material into the corner, into the edge, and it stayed. And then I unfolded it and did it again, and it worked better the second time. So I think that was just a matter of it being in the packaging for a while. It hadn't kind of fully undone itself, I guess, expanded. So, and then getting it back into the package was pretty easy as well. For both of them, they're about the same. This one just happens to be a little bit bigger, so you kind of have to be ready to handle it inside the car. And then of course, what we're all wondering is, this one let less light in than this one, but did it let less heat in? So I don't have any scientific method other than just kind of holding my hand up to the window and checking and kind of what I felt when this was in there. It was pretty close in time to when this was in there. So the car felt, as I expected. It was a little bit warm. It blocked the light, but it's not doing a great job, obviously. This one, as soon as I put it in there, I felt like I was under a tent in the shade. It did a great job, and I really expect it to do well through the summer here in Houston. Well, that's it for my final thoughts on this product here from KUST. Only time will tell if it holds up throughout the summer, so I may be coming back in 3 to 6 months with an update video to show how well it's handled to daily use. Look, I really hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful for you. And if it was, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm always bringing out fresh content just like this all the time. Until next time, have a good one.